and welcome to our kids service. We are so excited for you to see everything that we have for you. But before we do that, we're gonna need you to stand up, make some room, because we're gonna jump into some worship.
Who breaks the power of sin and darkness? Whose love is mighty and so much stronger? The King of glory, the King above all kings. Who shakes the whole earth with holy thunder and leaves us breathless in awe and wonder? The King of glory,
everybody. It's hard to believe it's already the end of January, isn't it? But time flies when you're having fun. And here in Kids, we know how to make everything fun, even responsibility. Responsibility is showing that you can be trusted with what is expected of you. Also, the great thing about responsibility is that when you show you can be trusted with a little, then others will see that you can be trusted with a lot more. It's like Jesus said in our memory verse, Luke 16:10. Suppose you can be trusted with something very little, then you can also be trusted with something very large. When you see it through whatever it is that's expected of you, that's responsibility. You might need to take responsibility by remembering to unload the dishwasher or finish your homework on time. Or if you have pets at home, you definitely know what responsibility is about. Pets need our love and attention and lots of it. Let's see how well you can pay attention to me today. Since we're in a pet store, let's play a pet-themed version of Simon Says. I'll give you a certain pet-related command that you need to do right away, but only if I say Simon Says first. If you obey the command, but I didn't say Simon Says, then you need to sit down. You ready? All right, everybody stand up. Simon says, bark like a dog once. Simon says, meow like a cat. Sniff like a bunny. Oh, did I get anybody? I didn't say Simon Says. How about Simon says, make a fish face. Flap your wings like a parrot. Hop like a bunny. Simon says, beg like a dog. All right, that was kind of tricky, but all of you showed that you know how to pay attention to my words. Great job. You guys can sit back down now. Before we get into our Bible story today, let's start with our big answer. What is the big answer? It's the answer to the big question. This is a question you should get from that important adult in your life, and that is, what did you learn in Kids Church today? Our big answer for today is use your words wisely. And our memory verse for this series comes from the book of Luke. And it says, suppose you can be trusted with something very little. Then you can also be trusted with something very large. Luke 16:10. Today, we're in the book of Ephesians. The book was originally a letter, one of the 21 letters in the New Testament. The leaders of the early church wanted to teach Jesus followers what was true, and they often wrote letters to do that. The Apostle Paul sent one of these letters to the believers in the church at Ephesus. Paul had helped start a church in Ephesus, but he had to leave there suddenly. Paul knew that the believers there still had a lot to learn. So later, when he was under house arrest for telling people about Jesus, he wrote a letter of encouragement to the Ephesians. In this letter, Paul reminded the Ephesians about a very important part of responsibility. In his letter, Paul reminded the Ephesians how God had chosen them to belong to Jesus and how that should give them some amazing hope. Paul also wrote the ways that following Jesus could show up in their everyday lives, like in the way that they spoke to each other. Check out what Paul wrote in Ephesians 4:29. Do not let any evil talk come out of your mouths. Say only what will help build others up and meet their needs. Then what you say will help those who listen. Let me read that again. Do not let any evil talk come out of your mouth. Say only what will help to build others up and meet their needs. Then what you say will help those who listen. Paul wanted the Ephesians to understand that our words have a lot of power. Now, I don't know about you, but sometimes my words can get away from me, and that can cause some serious damage. Paul said that we should be really careful with our words. We have a responsibility to use our words wisely. We should be careful not to use any evil talk or harmful words because it can really bring people down. What types of words do you think of when I say harmful words? An obvious one is bad words. That's language that doesn't honor God, or words that your grown-ups would have told you are inappropriate. What about grumbling and complaining? If you grumble or complain, you make everyone around you miserable. Another kind of harmful word is gossip. Gossip means talking about another person when they aren't around, especially if it's something mean or something you wouldn't say to their face. And of course, any unkind word can be harmful. This one you may not think of when it comes to harmful words, but it's a doozy, and it's lying. When you don't tell the truth, even when you don't tell the whole truth, people can get hurt, including you. I think it's easy for us to forget how much power our words can have. They really can cause a lot of hurt and damage. But there's a much better way that we can use our words. Remember what Paul wrote in his letters? Ephesians 4:29 says, "Say only what will help to build others up and meet their needs." We can build people up with the words we choose to say. Helpful words can be encouraging. Can you think of some encouraging words or phrases? How about, "Go for it. You're doing awesome. Keep up the great work." Also, helpful words can celebrate. What kinds of words can you use to celebrate a friend? Try, "You're amazing. You're so creative. You did a fantastic job." What about helpful words that can thank someone? Can you think of some examples for that? "I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for your help." Helpful words can serve someone too. Think about how you could use your words to help someone learn or understand something. You could say, "Can I help you with that?" Or, "I'd love to be assistance." When you focus on words that encourage, celebrate, and thank others, or when you think of things you can say to serve others, then it's a lot easier to stay away from those harmful words. You can keep your focus on building others up instead of tearing them down. Remember what Paul said in Ephesians 4:29. Remember what he said would happen if we use our words wisely? Then what you say will help those who listen. Don't forget that your words have power. There are times you can make someone's day or ruin it with just one sentence or even one word. That's why one of the best ways to show you're following Jesus is to use your words wisely. It's really tough to control what you say. If we're not careful, we just blurt something out without even thinking about it. But you are responsible for those words that come out of your mouth. No one else is. So let's make sure we're using our words wisely, using words that are positive, encouraging, thankful, kind, and true, and are only saying things that will build people up and honor God. There are some steps you can take to make this easier. For one thing, you can simply pay attention. Chances are you don't even notice when you're complaining or when you make an unkind comment about someone. So take time to think before you speak. You can also pay attention to the words people are using around you. Let's say you hear your group of friends gossiping about someone. Maybe you could be the one to stand up for the other person and say something positive about them. After all, that's what you'd want someone to do for you. Each day, you can choose to use words that are helpful and healing instead of harmful and hurtful. It's not always easy, but you don't have to do it alone. When we follow Jesus, God sends the Holy Spirit to guide us. We can ask God for help anytime we're tempted to use harmful words. Just like our big answer says, use your words wisely. Let's do one more round of Simon Says. That was so much fun. Ready? Simon says, "See you in February."
It's time for Memory Verse Breakdown!
Hey kids, today we're gonna break down this week's memory verse. Are you ready? Okay, here's this week's memory verse. You think you got it? Try saying it out loud. All right, let's take some words away. You think you still got it? Try saying it out loud again. All right, let's bring those words back and see how you did. Did you get it right? Awesome. Well, that's this week's memory verse breakdown. How'd you do?
Memory Verse Breakdown!
Game time!
Thank you so much for being with us today. Before you leave, have that important adult in your life go to lifechurchgreenbay.com/kids, where you can grab our Kids Connect card. There you can discuss our big answer, the memory verse, and even more. We love you so much. Have a great week.